season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Gamecocks will put total leather and we'll get started. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Will take over 1st and 10.
All right, let's get it. Right.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
2nd down coming up.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Lewis wants to pass. Trying to make magic up. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got enough for the first. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bucks!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
7, South Carolina, 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Allen. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to pass, it's Barber. The short hands, it's Landry. There he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down to the 42.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you
respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pound their way in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Trying to pound it in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Lewis to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Sends it downfield. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Slings it downfield. Got a wide open receiver. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Man, you hate that if you're on defense. 3rd and long, you've got everybody covered downfield, and you let the running back pick it up on a check down throw. You've got to be way better tackling in that situation. That is a blown opportunity for this defense.
The sure hands, it's Landry. Turning it on. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Houston. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lewis wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Welch. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Makes the grab. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. And the Buffaloes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He might want another play. Wants to throw again. Caught close to the marker. It's Lions. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Touchdown, Colorado! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Allen. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The give on the inside. Runs through the tackle. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Catch in the middle. It's Meyer. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Back to throw, it's Barber. Caught in the backfield, it's Landry. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Reads it, fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking downfield, it's Barber. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Quick handoff. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Pulls it in. It's Gibson. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch him, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Going right and going deep. Picked off. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Quarterback adapting. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That pass is incomplete.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area. They forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here and make it really tough on their opponent, get a field goal.
Back to pass, it's Barber. Fires to the wideout. Misses again, it's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
Colorado Buffaloes will take over 1st and 10.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got his man. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Grab near the marker. It's Gibson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback now breaking the field. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Carolina offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Power football with the run. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Looking to scramble. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind end.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Lewis to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be calling a hot route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Never a doubt. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Gives it on the option. There he goes. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Lions. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Rush is on him. He's going to fire deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Number 17, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Allen. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
South Carolina offense will take over.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He's got him. Just find a way to make that first tackler whiff. He's out to the 21. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Barber. Throws to the tight end. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
We got a close game here in the third quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3-and-out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Bringing the heat. Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Quarterback extends the play. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead's extended a little further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They do believe in this 4-down territory stuff. 0 for 4 doesn't stop him from trying a 5th. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Barber. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying to get the edge on the right. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Nice move to pick up yardage. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He'll take another shot here. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Running to the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Lewis wants to pass. Might be looking to run. Zings it complete to the right. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Buffaloes have pushed it inside the 20. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll move the tight end. Gonna run it. It's Welch. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough space. Touchdown, Bucks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas is currently up big right now. So much so, feels like we can hear Pig Suey inside our studio. They're up by 28 over Mississippi State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Coming out with it, it's Allen. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback.
Carolina offense will take over. First and 10.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw, it's Barber. Here's a throw downfield late. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Finds some room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
They'll give it to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working